Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Patriots, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready? Come on, 38. Blue.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. He's got his man on the crossing route. And knock him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Ready, set.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebunam. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Well, after the standard two-week layoff, you always wonder, how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl? Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
On first down, Lance. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lance. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And well, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, What do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15. They'll start the drive with Harris. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Touchdown, Patriots! Jacoby Myers from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third.
Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Jones on the return.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, we just have good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Let's take it at around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Trey Lance, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Let's go. Right, 97.
On second down, Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Lance now on first down. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Moore, the man in motion. Off of play action, here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me,
and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Albert Okwuegbunam, 49 yards. And the Panthers will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Panthers 20. Patriots 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far. You know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Jones. They gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Amari Barno able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. Trend is continuing here.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Option play. Here's Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Drill 52.
On 2nd and 9. Lance. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now a give, running left is Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, and he's got more, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Ready.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And
that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's good. Patriots.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know when...
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards. You recall him all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Jones on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is born. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll work this down inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go. Steal. Check steal.
It looks like he'll throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Go. 17.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Reed.
Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And goes for a gain of 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. I guess he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions.